Media playback is unsupported on your device. Media caption: Theresa May, U.S. child detention disturbing and wrong. International condemnation is growing against the U.S. policy of separating migrant families at its border. UK Prime Minister Theresa May said holding children in what appear to be cages is deeply disturbing and wrong. The Republican-controlled Congress is under pressure to change President Donald Trump's policy. Pope Francis he supported U.S. Catholic bishops who said it was immoral. Republicans are scrambling to draft a new immigration bill to address the growing outcry. President Trump told a group of House Republicans he would back any bill they passed, a White House spokesman said. The president made clear that parading parents and children was certainly not an attractive thing and does look bad. Representative Tom Cole said, "What is Trump's family separati?" On Endgame, Trump official booed a Mexican restaurant who decided to take the children away. However, Mr. Trump insists it is necessary to stop illegal border crossings. On Tuesday, he said, "When you prosecute the parents for coming in illegally, which should happen, you have to take the children away." Why the outcry? Pictures of dozens of children sleeping in cages and audio of children crying for their parents have emerged in recent days, provoking the widespread criticism. Media playback is unsupported on your device. Media caption: The sounds of migrant children separated from parents. It comes after a zero-tolerance crackdown on illegal immigration was brought in by Attorney General Jeff Sessions. U.S. immigration officials say 2,342 children were separated from 2,206 parents between May 5 and June 9. Fenced enclosures hold migrant children's psychological impact on separated children. Babies and toddlers have been sent to 3 tender-age shelters after being separated from their parents, the Associated Press news agency reports. Doctors and lawyers who visited the shelters described the infants as hysterical and crying, according to the AP report. Who else has spoken out? On Tuesday, Mexican Foreign Minister Luis Videgaray-Costa said the practice was cruel and inhuman, and clearly violated human rights. Media playback is supported on your device. Media caption: As child migrants. 5 things to know. The U.S. Chamber of Commerce and the Business Roundtable, 2 leading business groups, said the policy was contrary to American values. Staff demand Microsoft end immigration work. Why U.S. is separating migrant children from parents. French far-right leader Marine Le Pen, who in the past has praised Mr. Trump's policy of curbing immigration, told French TV that she disagrees with splitting children from parents. A new Reuters Ipsos opinion poll suggests that most Americans oppose the policy, with 28% supporting it. What is the policy? Under the zero-tolerance approach unveiled in May, all undocumented border crossers are criminally changed and jailed. Migrants CHILDR and cannot be held with their parents, and are kept in separate facilities maintained by the Department of Health and Human Services. Under previous U.S. administrations, undocumented immigrants caught crossing the border for the first time tended to be issued with court summonses, but the Trump administration points out that most of those migrants never showed up for court. The White House has been disputing the terminology used to describe its CKDOWN. It describes the holding centers where children have been pictured in metal chain-link enclosures with concrete floors as shelters instead of cages. What are Trump and lawmakers doing? Mr. Trump will meet Congress members on Wednesday afternoon to discuss a more moderate bill. The House, though, Representatives is expecting to vote on it later this week. Media playback is unsupported on your device. Media caption: The U.S. team's training and board our patrol. The compromise would limit, but not ban outright, family separations. It would also offer an eventual path to citizenship for undocumented adult immigrants, known as Dreamers, who entered the U.S. as children. The Republican legislation would also provide $25 billion, £19 billion, in funding for border security, including Mr. Trump's planned U.S.-Mexico wall. Mixed messages on U.S. migrant policy. House Republicans were reportedly working on a revised plan that would mean children would be detained for longer than is currently allowed but kept with their parents. The Associated Press reports. Senate Majority Minority Leader Mitch McConnell also said he hoped to reach out to the Democrats about crafting a bipartisan deal. However, Democrats argue that no congressional action is required and the president can simply reverse his own policy. Governors from at least 8 U.S. states, including 2 Republicans, have reversed their decision to send National Guard troops to the U.S.-Mexico border. More on U.S. immigration. Media playback is unsupported on your TV. CE Media captioned the missing consequences of Trump's immigration crackdown. Trump's blame game on separating families. Do other countries separate migrants and families? Watch. Where do undocumented U.S. migrants live? Was your family split up after entering the U.S.? Are any of your family members currently being detained and kept apart? Email haviorsay@bbc.co.uk. Please include a contact number if you are willing to speak to a BBC journalist. You can also contact us in the following ways: WhatsApp +44 75 55 173 285, tweet @BBC Have Your Say, text and SMS or MMS to 61124 or +44 76 24 800 100. Please read our terms and conditions and privacy policy.